Let me hit the Agora chat.
We're here with Agora tonight, which is Coins and WaxPunk.
How's it going, everybody?
Got Nordy Nort, CMski, Mountain Doomy, AMJ, homies in the chat. Fierce is in here, Geeko Riki. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Got some cool news about a new Wax project and also some prizes from that project to give away later.
Yeah, we're rolling in on the end of the season too. Only 4 days left for marbles. What? Yeah. 5, including today, in the home stretch.
Oh, is the season coming to an end?
Yeah. 31st, last day. Actually, speaking of, I got to do that beard blend. Looking at WaxPunk's giant beard reminds me that I need to do the newest blend. I've been out of town the last few days, so I haven't been quite as hip to what's going on and even our own stuff.
For sure.
Trying to get
the blends were a little tricky to figure out, but they're pretty cool too. I like how you can choose like the rarity as the ingredient instead of like the specific template.
All right, so I guess we just log in. I'm Agora tonight in pink, so no more coins.
All right, let's see. All right, let me get me.
All right, cool. I just updated my username.
We're on the fly, people. We're on the fly. We're
doing live.
We're doing it live.
It's not live around here.
We like to wing it here at Neon Space.
I guess the first question I always ask is like, how did you get into Wax and how did you get into NFTs?
Yeah, I can take that while I'm octopusing over here. Yeah, well, at first, it started off in the crypto realm. January 13th, I left corporate America and went crypto full time, just on a whim. Bought some Cardano and just ran it up from 15 cents. And in March, I transitioned over into the NFT space via just another whim, Nifty Gateway actually. Then bought my first Ethereum bird. Which is that logo that's become my brand. Sometime in April, made a Twitter post to follow one of the crypto influencers that I like, Journey Crypto. Then projects started reaching out, wanted me to market for them, and it's just snowballed since then. So yeah, VV, Top Shot, Nifty Gateway. I cut my teeth in OpenSea and Ethereum projects and have a collection thereof. You know, they're everywhere. I have everything. There's not a NFT platform I do not hustle on. So I've yet to sell really anything. I've sold some Green Rabbit stuff, and I think that's the only thing I've really sold. So yeah, and then John and I linked up. What was it, John? April?
It was actually May 18th, I want to say.
Yeah. Yeah, so we linked up via Graffiti King's chat, and literally the rest is history. We sat on the phone on Discord voice for 8 hours, and we both like to build things. Yeah, we both like to build things. We both like, we started off and our brainchild was the agency model. It was, hey, look, I've got this. We see the disconnect. I mean, there's a huge disconnect between creator and consumer, that market in between. There's so many good projects that don't get the right attention, or they get the wrong attention and the right timing, the money grabs, or the promoters going in and kind of molesting a project to make it into a money grab when the creator really just wanted to get their project out there. So we kind of had the idea of letting the creators do what the creators do, which is be creative, and we'll do the rest. And we'll get into, like, later in the show, we'll get into Oliver Hassell and the clowns and that. But we made his wallet. I talked to Spin as Agora representing Oliver Hassell to get his wallet whitelisted. And then John is doing the whole build out of minting, creating the drop pages for all the promos, which have become a beast in themselves. We wanted to give them out. I mean, literally, we just did a drop of 200 clowns. It sold out in like 5 seconds. something
So you're
like
doing
that.
all like the logistical stuff in addition to like marketing for them. So you're helping them kind of navigate some of the ins and outs of actually releasing the art and finding out like, hey, here's a good way to do mint structures if you want to do one of ones, if you want to do like, you know, say max 200 for your commons or max 2000 depending on what your goals are. So you're kind of like a consultancy in a certain sense in that way.
Correct.
Yeah, we're you know, one of the things that I saw as I started to look at the different platforms that were out there for NFTs was that a lot of the most successful platforms would have people, you know, shouting them out on social media saying, I really wish these platforms would actually, you know, work hand in hand with the artists to develop projects versus just allowing them to list. And so that was part of, you know, what we looked at as well, you know, initially thinking about it more like an agency, but we were like, yeah, we can create a platform to showcase people's work. And, you know, that started with the auction series, which is what you're looking at now, where we take, you know, number ones and one of ones exclusively, and we auction them off for different collections and creators. We've had some good success with that so far. Just in the, you know, it's been about a month since we've launched the auction series. We've already done over $1,000 in NFT sales for creators on Wax. They keep 80% of whatever the auction final price ends up being. You know, we get 20% to promote it and, you know, get some action behind them and get them in front of more people. So that was kind of how it started. And then, you know, from there, now we've got the clowns dropping on September 4th, which is a full-on partnership, which we're doing on a project-by-project basis, right, where they don't have to strap into some, you know, 360 long-term contract. We just help them out project by project where it makes sense for us both. That way they retain the flexibility to continue to create, you know, on other platforms with other partnerships. But, you know, we bring that more, you know, granular level of detail when it comes to drop strategy and everything else, getting them in front of the right people. And, you know, right now we're really happy about, you know, how everything's gone. The community that's sprung up is already super active. You know, between Discord and Twitter, we're getting a lot of support. So, yeah, it's been really fun so far.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. There's a lot of nuance to this space that, you know, because the best way you can vet projects, because you don't have like charts and analysis you can look at for some of these NFTs, you know, specifically new ones, but like, you know, how do they market themselves? How polished is their website? What is their Discord like? What's their community like? I see a lot of Discords that like, especially because we run ours and we've been doing it for a long time and that's like our main platform. It drives me up the wall sometimes when I see like other Discords that are like super disorganized. Like, oh my gosh, like I want to tell you that you have people doing bot commands and like literally every channel, and it's just like makes me want to pull my hair out. But those little things go a long way as far as the perception, and perception is reality in that case. As far as like if it looks disorganized, then you feel like everything's disorganized. So those little things can really make a huge difference.
I also think even as a collector, it's hard to like find good stuff to collect. So it's even harder for creators who don't have enough time to keep up with all this stuff to like I really understand the utility of having somebody help you with that, because I mean, I have all day to spend on Discord talking to people and stuff, but not every artist is able to do that. And especially the technical side, like I'm pulling my hair out trying to figure out the super blends and like this stuff. It's not easy to figure out the tech end of the blockchain, and like you can't expect most artists to be able to just hop in and start minting stuff successfully on Wax.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the setting up the templates and being able to mint. I mean, if you turn off whitelist only on Atomic Hub, you'll see a whole graveyard of people making mistakes of stuff they minted incorrectly. So you can save yourself a lot of hassle if someone can walk you through that, or at least even give you a tutorial if you want to learn, teach yourself how to fish, you know.
And it's not even, you'll both make great points, but it's not even just the creator side. I mean, there's a whole plethora of people, the other 99%, let's call them, that haven't entered into the space that, you know, there's beginners, there's intermediate, there's, you know, vetted veterans. We want to be that place where not only do we help the creators, you know, have a leg up or be that launch pad, but we want somebody that comes in, hey, I hear NFTs are hot. I don't have the time, but but I know I can go to Agora or I can go to this platform. I can see a list of successful projects because, we cherry pick who we work with, and they can say, I'll buy one of those, I'll buy one of those, I'll buy one of those. And that's fine with us. And then, we have our people that just hang out in Discord and shop little drop links. That's cool too. It takes us all to make the world go wrong, right?
And these auctions are kind of supposed to be like, here, if you want a one-stop shop across multiple collections about multiple art styles, here's the high quality curated kind of stuff. If you have some money to throw around, to see it all in one place rather than sifting through each collection individually.
Sure. Yeah. And our Discord is built out as such as well. We've got auctions, blends, drops where there are Agora's features. We also have a list of projects that we brought in. So it's like mini Discord, just like servers within a big server. So think of it as like the marketplace for, let's say, premium NFTs on Wax. But within that marketplace, there's little stores, boutique stores that are projects where people will go in a specific project's channel within our server, and they have their own little system. So like the projects come within our server, we give them a channel within the server, and then they can advertise whatever they want in our server within a server, if that's making sense.
Okay, you can give them a platform to market.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So the auction was a very low-tech, underutilized way to kind of get, our name out there that, a lot of people on Atomic Hub, they're all about the drops and, getting on that front page and, the hype around a project. People forgot about this auction thing. It was very underutilized. So John had the great idea, and I just went to build. Like, as soon as something, like, I'm just like, go. So we built this auction page, and we're a startup, So this was positive cash flow for us and the artists to then create what we're going to talk about later, which is, a ground up build of a project. Here, I've got some great art. We cherry picked that from the streets because we're bringing in real life artists to NFTs. And that way we can then facilitate everything from building the wallet, getting whitelisted, and going from there. But the auctions were a way to just kind of get the buzz going that, we're here, we're not really a project, but we're of and for the projects. And that's kind of how this thing is starting to steamroll. And it's starting to get, we have a devout little following because of the clowns, which we are dropping next Saturday. That, it's not just an auction house. It's not just a platform where we can help you build out your project. It's like a one-stop shop or a marketplace thereof for all. We can do auctions. We're going to move into live auctions within our Discord where I'm going to be up on the pedestal running my mouth. We're gonna like you have. I mean, we've contracted a developer to build our own social token next week. So all our projects moving forward, retroactively, starting with the clowns, will include utility, and that will be built in. And I'll let John speak to that. Just for example, like there's an auction page. Check out like this. So here and I can't because my browser is screwy. I can't, but these are clickable, right? These were promos that we just wanted to hand out, but instead of being botted, we charged 1 wax for, right? And you click on this picture and it'll take you to the Atomic Hub drop, etc. But John built this beautiful web page that, this is something that you will get with being a part of Agora as well, and we go down and like, he's mastermind, the rarities and the pack drop, and it's pre-minted, so it's not going to be mint on demand. We're going to be using Nfty blocks to do so via their token sale, et cetera, but that's nominal for right now. But we kind of do the full build out, but instead of it being hosted by only Nfty blocks or only Atomic Hub, we give them this primo type scenario. You can do everything from our website, like, and our website's about to get a lot better. But just like these auctions, you can't see it, but you can click view. It takes you into this whole, it takes you into this whole breakdown. You can click that asset ID and it takes you straight to Atomic Hub. You can click place bid. It takes you straight to Atomic Hub listing where the bid is actively going on. So just little stuff. We see a lot of, in this kind of front rolls, we should have prefaced the conversation with this, this kind of thing where everybody's like pumping. Hey, I got this great new piece. We got this great new project, but you can't find the damn link to get to the OpenSea or Atomic Hub collection on their Twitter, but they're like, come by. So we're trying to, and it's not anybody's specific fault. It's just not their forte. You got all these creators that are like masterminds at doing this, but they don't know how to market, or they don't have time to market, or, it's a constant, as you guys know, to do anything in this space that Mark and I were just speaking, and Louis was commenting on, it takes 18 hours a day. I mean, you can't look away. So, yeah. And then bringing the right people in. John and I wanted to organically grow this thing, and we misstepped by bringing in somebody we shouldn't have, because it was the easy button. So we've rebranded and went this direction, which was our baby from the beginning. But it wears on two people to do all this. And we're not creating the art, but we're doing everything else, plus the Discord, plus the Twitter, plus the website, plus the token, plus, this, that, and the other. So we're trying to take all that away from somebody, because this is what I do naturally and John does naturally. We build businesses. We have in real life. We will continue to build businesses, but we want this to be our last business. So we're putting everything we have into this.
So like with this Oliver Hassell one with the clowns, did you approach him? Like, is he outside the NFT space? Is he just an artist? He expressed interest and you're like, yeah, I can make that happen? Or was he already involved in the NFT world?
So Oliver, I'm sure you guys know Sam Pepper, the influencer. Have y'all ever heard of Sam Pepper? If you haven't, doesn't matter. He doesn't matter anyway. So me and Oliver have worked on 2 projects together in Ethereum. So in OpenSea, he did Shadow People and the Clowns, which we're bringing to Wax right here. But there is a Clowns version, just 200 on OpenSea as a repayment for Shadow People. But anyway, we worked together on those 2 because John and I both were building projects pro bono, essentially, because we like doing it. But at some point, we were like, let's make the machine. Let's bring everybody in, and we can do this like full time. But Oliver is a friend of mine that friendship like blossomed out of 2 projects that we've done previously on OpenSea.
Okay, so was he fresh? Were there certain aspects of like Ethereum that he was like frustrated by, and you're like, hey, by the way, Wax,
correct,
is a lot simpler or is advantageous in these ways? So
about 60 days ago, he's having frustrations with the clowns on OpenSea and just everything, and gas and all.
It's pretty nuts these days. Like, it's way out of control.
Yeah, y'all know the frustrations. I used to, like, when I first came from Nifty Gateway and VV and Rarible over into OpenSea, I was slinging like $300 a transaction. Some of them would fail, and then you'd have to redo the transaction, and you lose all your money. So we've always had that frustration. So backed up 60 days ago, I said, Oliver, we're building something over here. It's Wax. He was like, what? What's that? I was like, send me your Wax wallet. I'll send you some items so you can start playing around. He was like, what's that? So literally he didn't have a clue. We're so close to this, guys. We're so close to this, to Atomic Hub or WAM wallets or Anchor setup or NFTs in general or pack drops or rarities and strategizing that, you walk out that door right there and talk to your local bank teller or whoever, and you tell them what, you know what I mean? Like, we're so close to this that I think it's weird when I say something like, "Oh yeah, there's this NFT dropped," and they're like, "What's an NFT?" Like, it blows my mind. Like, how do you not know about this? What, you know what I mean?
You hate money?
My brain rattles around in my skull, and I'm just like, "What do you mean?" But like, we have to realize that we're so close in this space, and we've got this little tight knit community that when we look up to take a breath or come up above water and look around and see there's an adult swim at the pool, 99% of the people don't know about this. So I think us making ease, or that low barrier of entry, we've talked about credit card drops in the near future. But Wax is the way. And that's what I was telling Oliver. Like, it's just easy. Like, you got an email address and you can create a password. You can have a WAM wallet. And then as far as the transactions go, they're nil. Just get some CPU when you get a little more serious about it. If you want to catch a drop, or you want to send a whole bunch of stuff, you need some RAM or whatever. So yeah, I think out of all the blockchains, and I've worked with both Ethereum and Wax, like leading up until this, Wax is just the clear winner. It's not to say, and I have put and beyond on a lot of our marquee, because we will work with Ethereum artists. We do. Jay Sky's one of them. Oliver's one of them. He's just so happened doing this project on Wax as well. It's so underutilized, just kind of like the auctions. And Wax is viewed from up top as a second-class citizen from a lot of people, especially Ethereum holders. And you guys know this just as well as I do, because they think that the quality of art is better on Ethereum. It's just how people have this big perception of this. So what we're trying to do is not only bring some of those Ethereum artists over to Wax, but really bring the real life. And I'll let John start talking. I'm rambling over here, but there's a lot of in real life artists that have like Banksy. Like, one of our clients works, like, his art hangs beside Banksy in like people's homes. So like, we're trying to bring those kids over too, and they don't know how to do this. So we're just trying to be that shop for them. I'll shut up for a while.
Well, so just real quick. So this Oliver Hassell drop with the clowns is the 4th of September.
Correct.
So that's next Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. I know we're kind of a little U.S. heavy with the time zones here, but anyway, so that'll be through your website. That is where the drop will occur, or at least the website will link to an Atomic Hub drop.
Yeah, it's going to link to a Nifty blocks that John's actually going to build.
Oh, Nifty, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. It'll be pre-minted. There's going to be 2 sizes. So you've got a case or a trunk, we're calling them, with 5 NFTs, and then you've got a trunk with 15 NFTs. So the price points are $10. We're not going to do the Wax because the volatility in the market is just too all over the place. So $10 and $25. The idea behind the bigger pack is you get basically $5 off. So if you bought 3 trunks at $10, it'd be $30 for 15 NFTs. If you bought 1 chunk at $25, you get the same amount of NFTs, but $5 off. So, and there's going to probably be another perk in there.
What's the mint structure, like, John? In the rarity structure?
Yeah, so if you scroll up a little bit, it's a fairly limited collection. There's a little over 18,000 total NFTs. There's 100 unique clowns. So there's 100 clowns. The originals, right? The untouched, no effects. We did it kind of a little bit different from how most collections are doing it on Wax. We made the originals the one of ones. So, the original hand-painted artworks are the one-of-ones, and then the, extra effects that we blow up in volume. So there's 1 each of the originals, 10 each of the signature version, where you get the little pop-up signature in blood in the bottom right corner. And then there's a gold frame edition, which has 25 copies of each, a Starlight edition, which has 50 of each, and then the biggest size is the warped version, which there are only 100 of each of those. So
That's some pretty tight mints, even for 100 max for even the
Mhm.
most common. So that is kind of seems to be more prevalent on Ethereum, is to have these very, very small mint structures. So I kind of like that from a collector's standpoint to drive the value there.
You should see the detail that John went into. Like, you know how on OpenSea you can click the properties drop down and you can see like the percentage of like blue noses or curly hair or whatever. Each one of our one of ones has that property structure built out on Atomic Hub, so you can actually see, you know, hell face and gold hat and all that stuff. So we went the extra mile on that. I mean, it took like 2 days just to label out all the properties on each individual one-on-one. So we're structuring it not like Ethereum, but we're definitely taking some pointers and some cues from them of stuff we do like over there outside of the gas. You know what I mean?
Low mints are always good.
Yeah, so it's, you know, it's a little bit of a hybrid between what you might see on Ethereum and what you'll see on Wax. You know, it is a pack drop. But it's really limited. I think, you know, the floor on these on the secondary will go up quickly, and you have a really good shot at landing a one of one in these packs. You know, much better chance than you do in most collections, because we kept the overall set fairly small. You have, I think for the one of ones, it's like a 7% chance.
Something like that.
So it's, you know, each pack is going to have a good amount of value for whoever buys in.
And what's the total amount of packs?
There are 2,120, I believe.
That's right.
Okay.
I think Matt is asking, when is the snapshot for the poster for collecting all of the...
The 30th.
Yeah,
so you have 3 days if you want to collect all 6 of those and get the 7th.
Yeah, so it was kind of wild. So like I said, that we wanted to do these as handouts for promos, right? And then after the second one, shit caught fire, man. Like, you had to have an Anchor wallet to get this last one. I mean, it was like, boom. So what we did with that is the snapshot for all 6 is the 30th, the 31st. The 7th set reward will go out to anybody holding, and we'll do a bounty box type scenario on the 30th. And then any information like that, you can feel free to join our Discord. There's mods in there now, so you can definitely get questions answered very easily in our Discord.
Yeah, isn't Yellow 2K a mod out there?
He was. So this morning, I shouldn't be sharing business, but this morning I'm like, dude, you don't have the time. He's like, I know I don't have the time. He's like, okay, cool. And I said, okay, cool. I said, you still get your packs, right? He said, yeah, I get your packs, right? And I said, cool. Sweetheart. No, I love that guy. I love that guy.
Yeah. You know,
in here, I think is a mod, right?
Yeah, he's a captain over there.
Yeah. I mean, we
started
just
a couple marble
recently
races to give some stuff away.
Yeah,
for sure.
Let's do it. Let's jump in there.
I'll go ahead and share my screen.
So WaxPunk, have you officially gone full bore in this? Do you still have a day job?
No, this is it. This is it.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. You know, NFTs has more or less been my full-time job for the past few months. You know, similar to, you know, coins. I started off as a collector, got in on Garbage Pail Kids when they dropped the food fight packs that had the redemption codes. So, and haven't looked back since.
So do you have like an OG CryptoPunk? Is that what you're?
Oh, I wish.
Oh, I was like,
wish.
holy shit, those are crazy.
So mine comes from Graffiti Kings. I bought the first 3 NFTs that they sold on Wax, which were their own versions of punks.
Yeah, featuring Paul's voice and Lewis's music.
Right.
I don't know when that one or if it dropped ever.
I don't know if it did ever because I need it 100%.
Exclamation point play if you'd like to join this race, and maybe after the race we'll share the screen of what the prize is. This is gonna be one of your giveaways, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're gonna give away what? We're gonna give away these Mr. Clever Art sticker packs. Did you guys want to
I
talk
want
a
to share
little
your
bit about?
screen, Mark, so I can show people real quick.
Sure.
Yeah, so Mr. Clever, he's another artist that we're working with now who will have a bigger drop coming up next month. These sticker packs are super fun. Again, a guy who comes from the fine art world, really, really successful and influential street artist, pop artist, I guess you could call him. And yeah, we're working with him now to put out some more stuff. The stickers we dropped about a week ago, and there's a blend up for those as well. So
Yeah, so these packs have 3 stickers in there, and then we have 2 of those packs. So I'll give it to the first place winner of the next 2 races. We'll get these sticker packs, and I guess that's an alley oop for their drop coming next. Is that the next big one after this clown one?
yeah, after the clowns, there will be another series that we haven't released any information on that will be from Mr. Clever. It'll be his first major pack release on Wax.
Nice.
Yeah,
we're really excited. That's actually who I was referencing about the Banksy situation. I mean, he's a master printer, like big deal. So
Wow.
I can't wait to share some of his stuff. Like it's going to be nuts. John and him have become real close over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think it's cool to have heavy hitters like that come to Wax as well. I mean, having big name brand kind of major artists like that kind of brings more eyeballs to the space and just lifts every other project from games to other art brands, the whole nine. So the more people that see Wax, because I mean, there's a lot of value to it. It's a very easy as a user. It's just I just don't think it has quite the household name yet. Although the Binance listing sure as hell helps. So we'll see how that affects the user base in the coming months. But it looks like the price is holding steady. So we'll see how things go after the listing. If everyone's unstaking their shit and just like trying to cash in.
Yeah, I think it's setting support around 32, 33. I don't think it's going to go. I don't think it's going to dip. I think if it dips, it's going to be a 24, 48 hour. I think.
Mountain
Dew me, congratulations!
Oh, congrats! Enjoy that. Pack.
Mountain Dew me. It's an awesome screen name.
I will screenshot this real quick and post it in our chat. And then
all right, I will send you that right now. Let's see.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Shit. This is why it helps having 2 of us, because Lou can run the marbles and I can send the prizes. So it definitely helps to have the co-host situation here.
Sure.
So we had it's funny you mentioned that. We had an interview with Crackers the other day, and John and I were mentioning, it's like, I feel like we're on a dating show, don't you? And he was like, yeah. He was actually, but we are in constant communication, because if we're not, we're going to slip.
Little boxes on the side definitely feel that way too, or maybe like a little Hollywood Squares scenario here.
Right. No whammy, no whammy.
Surprised, right, Mark?
We'll do another one of those sticker packs. Yeah.
Be for a sticker pack! ! Play if you'd like to enter the race.
And then for this next one, these clowns that you gave me to give away, are those the posters that you were saying if you collect them on a snapshot, you'll get the 7th? Okay, cool.
Correct. Yeah, that's 3 of the variances of the 6, and then that the one that's going to accompany it. We just minted that an hour ago. We were actually going to use those 3, the ones I sent ladder. Those were going to be the 7th set reward, but since this thing got so hot and people were like, oh, I wonder what the 7th clown's going to be, we had to put Oliver back to work to go make a better set reward. So we actually minted those, put the date on them, minted those, and we're going to give those out throughout the week until the drop day.
All right, race number 2. So you mentioned something about a social token. Can you elaborate about, what do you mean by a social token?
Yeah, so we're building our own token on Wax. It's going to be the Agora token, and initially it's going to be tied to the collections that we're putting out. So initially it'll just be nice. Somebody loving on Lewis there.
Lewis really does not like clowns like a lot.
I know I like the collection because it gets such like polar opposite reactions. Like
there's strong reactions or strong reactions, whatever direction it goes.
Right. I'd rather that than like, oh, okay, this collection's whatever.
Yeah,
like, yeah, people are very scared, as they should be. A lot of the clowns are very creepy. Some of them have sharp teeth. Like, yeah, they're both funny and creepy. But the token is going to be mined by the collections that we're partnering with to launch.
Oh my God.
But it's also going to be used for something that we're calling engagement mining, where we're going to devise a whole system that's going to be connected to. Whoa! Somebody! Ooh, that was. They almost sniped that one.
Yeah, man, Doomy almost won 2 in a row. He just got launched the next week. Oh my God!
Well, GG, Baggy Hodler. Congrats,
Baggy Hodler. Congratulations.
We're also,
that just got exciting.
The champ is also hosting free lessons on how to become a marble master. So y'all hop on over for that as well.
I've never mastered that. I've been
to some grease lessons with the champ. Oh man. Okay, so you get the social token from. So do you have to like actively stake it, or is it just like
no?
Just by having it in your wallet kind of thing?
Yeah, we're just going to track it based on holding. So initially, the rewards will go out manually, on a weekly basis, where we're tracking people holding the collection pieces. And it's not just going to be like raw collection pieces. We're going to have a ranking system for the more rare pieces getting more coins. But on top of that, what I'm really excited about is an engagement mining system that we're developing that I think is going to be big, even beyond our collection, where we're going to hook into APIs from Twitter to Discord to Atomic Hub itself. And people are going to get rewarded every time they participate in one of our auctions. They're going to be rewarded for, retweeting Agora account tweets. They're going to be rewarded for leveling up in our Discord system for the experience that they're gaining with the Me6 spot. So we're going to collect it to every conceivable action that connects to people helping us build our brand in our community. If they're buying, if they're shouting us out, if they're engaging in our server, and we've got a huge list of engagement points that we're setting up mining for. I
like that a lot. I mean, a lot of projects do that through like giveaways, like they'll do airdrops or whatever for engagement, but that's like more of a manual process. So I like the fact that it's tokenized in that way. That's a really novel idea, at least to me. So like, and then the token, how is the token spent or used?
Yeah, so the token will be used for exclusive both NFTs and physical pieces that we'll be giving away from the artists within our collective.
Oh, like you could get physical redeemables by spending the token.
Yeah, both physical and NFTs.
Wow, no fucking way. That's crazy. Especially if you're pulling in pulling in some top level artists, man. That ain't no joke.
Can you pull
and it's going to be stuff that's exclusively redeemable via the token.
Pull up your screen for the prize because it's different for these next races, right?
Oh yes, sorry. So for these next three, we're gonna give this promo poster, and then we're going to give one of these clown posters as well. So we'll give a pair to the winner of the next 3 races. So we'll do you want to click
on the individual clown so we can see?
Oh yeah, this just looks really grumpy, like they had a really bad day. But, well. Yeah. I like it. It does have a very classic art feel.
I posed for that one.
Are these like paintings, or did they create them all digitally? Oh, interesting! Wow.
Yeah, this is all hand painting. He does the backgrounds on actual cardboard, and what he does is he scans them in once they're painted, and then he can take some attributes from one and place it over. Do a whatever it is. I'm not an artist, but transfix it or whatever over to another one. But with the community engagement, we thought it was an interesting idea because, you know, we've been a part of the communities, plural, and we've seen a lot of things that we would have done different. So I think us growing up and doing what we've called charity work has really helped us build what we conceive as the right way. And you don't have anything if you don't have a community. And we love being a part of that community and giving back to that community. So it's only going to just elevate everybody, you know, like I say to you, we all go together, kind of like you were helping me out with a streaming service right before we hopped on this call. I mean, it's just like that, but instead of doing it in DMs and this and that, like, let's bring it out into the open. Like, we've got a learning tab about how to claim an auction on Atomic Hub for like the newbies, you know, just like little stuff like that, where if we could just centralize it and have one hub, that's kind of the idea.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and then all these, like, is the token, so the token's on chain, right?
Yeah, it'll be in a wax pairing tradable on Alcor.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That's
and then
like
the marketplace.
I knew you would, Louis.
Yeah, we're all about the tokenomics, man. So then that would be spent like via your website. So there would just be like a marketplace kind of thing you would put on the website, and then you could spend it for whatever, like early release or what have you.
We haven't really we have gotten that far, and I'm probably about to misspeak. I'm probably about to get shunned in the background, but we would really like to build our own marketplace.
I wonder how hard is it hard to like create your own token? Because like that was really fascinating to me. Like if it's relatively simple to create your own on-chain token.
So yes and no. The way we're doing it, I'm glad you bring that up. We're going to be able to offer that as a service to other collections as well. So once we have ours implemented, we'll basically be able to print tokens on demand for other collections as a service as well.
As their own token or as your token?
As their own standalone token with its own tokenomics, with its own supply.
Wow, that's a cool service. Yeah. Yeah, you see that a lot with like tokenizing, and a lot of them are doing it as like actual NFTs, like Virtual Dream, for example, like dropping the Dream coins, or like Foodles has their coins. But yeah, and then they use that as like, you know, fodder for blends and things like that. But yeah, to do that as a token, like an on-chain token as opposed to NFT blends, like I think that really expands the utility quite a bit as a creator.
I think the more we have in-house, the better we can facilitate a client. So we're just not stopping. I mean, there's no point in subbing anything out at this point.
By the way, this dude is having the dream run in marbles right now. He just beasted through some obstacles that normally.
God damn! What a line! What a line!
Course record. Congrats to Japunya.
Yeah, course record.
You know it's a course record.
Yeah.
It says up in the top right, the 232.96 are.
Congrats, bro. Or chick.
220.
All right, so I will send
the other one, but it is a personal record on like for our computer or our network.
Yeah, that's dope.
All right,
yeah,
one of these Oliver Hassell clowns and a promo poster. Congratulations.
Yeah, those clowns instantly formed their own secondary market day one. I think the drop price is 1 wax. They went to 10 wax, and I think they're at 14 wax now. So we're really excited about the level of participation, I guess let's call it.
Yeah.
Do you want to show up the next clown, Mark?
Oh yeah, yeah. You see a lot of these communities doing like NFT like membership tokens kind of thing. As like community engagement, like you see Green Rabbit do it. I know like the Creek Discord does that. Crypto Writer does that.
The Chum card or whatever.
Yeah. So just imagine those sort of things being added into with like a token to go along with it. I think that just will elevate the community building on Wax as a whole even more once that becomes more mainstream. And you see how these things come in waves. Like once one person's like, hey, I think this membership card thing's kind of cool. And then you see like 3, 4, 5 other projects do it. So it is funny when people see something that works and makes sense, it starts to snowball. But I think that's good for the community as a whole as well. Real quick, I'm gonna post this Google form. Japunya, I have your wallet, so you're fine. But for anyone new, this is just to fill out, so we have your wallet address to send you prizes if you win. If you've done it before, you don't need to do it again. But just for anyone new, just so we can keep track of that stuff. So anyway, that's my spiel.
You want to share what the next prize looks like, Mark?
I can. So I sent the. Let's see. The next one I'll do is, so it's another poster. This guy for the drop on the 4th, 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. And then I will give away this one. The Clowns Are Coming, number 5. Number
that
5
should really
6.
scare you, Lewis. That one's kind of creepy.
Real sharp looking teeth. I don't want him.
Don't have to tell
anywhere
him
near me.
twice.
Well,
He's
see,
juggling, but like angrily juggling. Like I don't want an angry juggler anywhere near me.
it's funny. Oliver's kind of, and he's got a real good article with Crackers that we got him the other day that just came out. But he's kind of incorporated some of his other projects, like the Shadow People. They had these scary teeth. So he's held galleries. He's from the UK. He's held galleries in real life that have done real well as well. And he's got a website that gets a lot of traffic. So we're real pleased. And he is a dream to work with. I know he wanted to jump on with us, but it's so late over there that, like, literally if we need a minor adjustment or a color enhancement or anything, which he doesn't get any revisions because he's just so spot on. He's like 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. It doesn't matter. It's crazy because, artists are kind of hard to work with sometimes.
Real quick, so just the quick audio prompt here. If you're trying to play marbles, ! Play to join in here. So, and then the prize will be that clown I just showed and a promo poster.
And let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Could be doing lots of things on a Friday.
Yeah.
Stoney.
Like there's a Jay-Z song that starts out that way. Could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me. I appreciate that.
Me too. Jay-Z and me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you can always come back on. We're always down to have guests on and spread the wealth here and give everyone a platform and talk about their stuff. So if your artist guy wants to come through, by all means, you're always welcome.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we've actually built a 2D stage and had our avatars that John built. That's pretty dope, actually. I was very impressed.
Wait, you're gonna have like your avatar as you guys are hosting, so it's not your actual faces. It's like the coins bird.
We're gonna do an avatar-based talk show in the metaverse.
Oh, that's hilarious! I like that a lot.
So
I know
Baron Von Hustle their little avatar.
Yeah, Baron Von Hustle does that, like with his Bored Ape.
Yeah, his stage sucks though. I built an original. It's a lot better.
He's in our Discord. You can shout him out.
Oh man,
it's hilarious. And a lot of people, I think, as you said, the wave has come. The surfers have come in. The people drinking beer on the beach. The waves crashed. It's gone back out. Whoever's left is left. And these are the serious people in the space. The creators, the content providers, whoever. So I feel like this group right now, about to encounter this next wave, are the real deal Holyfield kind of people. So I'm excited to work with everybody that's here now. We'll have the certain people come back, but I really feel confident in this space with the people that are here now.
I feel like we got in at the perfect time as far as I felt like on Ether, we missed it's kind of oversaturated, but Wax was like, oh, you can actually make noise on Wax and if you're unknown, have people hear you, which wasn't really possible on Ether, which is part of the reason we chose Wax. I mean, beyond Wax was being super functional.
Yeah, you're 100% right, Lewis. I mean, I got on the neon space train and I'm still on it. I'm over here I'm over blending. because y'all didn't specify.
My bad.
I printed all three of them with all three varieties yesterday.
Oh,
If
If you really
man.
want the blends back, I can
No, I'm
create
just
the
messing.
ingredients.
No, I got low mints. You can't get them back now, dog.
Yeah,
True.
that Nefty blocks. We're really amped about the Nefty blocks thing on the 31st. That in a similar fashion to what you guys are doing, it just adds so many tools to creators that they didn't have before for a price point that's affordable, if not free. And so it's a total game changer to just change what creators can give to their communities. You know.
Yeah,
Roman Punk's over here.
Nefty's definitely making some big waves. You know, right now they're still going through the Atomic Hub API for a lot of their data, but yeah, I think Atomic Hub needs to take notes because like Nefty Blocks is a small team. I think it's 2 guys
Yeah.
building that entire platform, and they're catching up to Atomic Hub real fast.
Atomic Hub needs. I like no
They're
hate on
also a
Atomic
super
Hub.
small team. Like Atomic Hub is
Yeah.
not a lot of people. I was kind of blown away when I figured out how small their team is. I think they're like 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
They've just had more time though. I've like, you know, it's only been a year, so I get it in terms of just coming from the tech world, you know, but at the same time, just seeing the progress Nefty's making, I'm sure they're sweating a little bit.
For sure. I also think they're catering to different markets though. Like Atomic Hub doesn't necessarily need to cater to the indie creators because like, you know, Tops and Funko and the big brands
Right.
are going to go through Atomic Hub for sure.
Right.
So like that's sort of where Nefty is coming in, and like I don't know, it makes sense. Like they're such a small team, they can't do everything. So like it makes sense that somebody else is going to come in and get the market evolved. People like us who are like, I don't make $200,000 on every drop, so I can't afford to pay all the fees that you're asking me. So like I definitely understand the utility of Nefty. I think they can both coexist as well. Like I don't think it has to be one or the other.
It does.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think there's going to be more and more marketplaces. And honestly, I mean, the best marketplaces I think in the not too distant future are going to be chain agnostic, and there's going to be aggregators that start to pop up that are able to allow cross chain activity.
I'm hoping OpenSea as like a wrapped Ether, or I mean a wrapped Wax at some point. You can like wrap Ether onto Wax, then send
It
like
will.
NFTs, and then like through OpenSea you'll be able to start doing Wax stuff, and then maybe you can start getting that on Atomic Hub as well. And like I think it's all going to be kind of like way more like interchangeable in the future than it is now.
Yeah, there's already a lot of interoperability between Wax and Ethereum, just as far as the tokens themselves. So I don't think it's that far off. And I'm pretty sure you can.
It's a big part of their roadmap.
Yeah, I mean, can you send like Ethereum NFTs over to Wax now? I don't know.
Not
Maybe,
yet.
maybe I'm thinking wrong. But I think that is
on their,
something
like,
they want to
roadmap.
do.
You can wrap it somehow because Doug did it, but it's not like it's not fluent.
It's not pretty.
No,
Yeah, it's
they
not
need to
pretty.
figure out a way
yet.
for the mints. Like there needs to be a way where you get the same mint on the other chain. And I don't think that exists yet. Like they need to figure out. If they have the fungible part figured out, they don't have the non-fungible part where like I have this specific one.
Correct.
So, but it's next on their like roadmap, and I think it's like maybe even by the end of the year they were saying like they're working on it.
That's pretty ambitious. I mean, if you think, I mean, God, I mean, we just started buying NFTs like period, let alone on Wax, 4 months ago. So it's insane, man. Crypto Monkeys wasn't even a thing until September of last year. I mean, it's not even a year old yet. So it's wild, man. So that like the strides that Wax has made in their goals is actually pretty remarkable in a short period of time.
Corwin showing up to the chat. Hey, I'm dropping claim links. Is that okay with you guys?
Oh yeah,
that's
100%.
cool.
So yeah, we've been dropping claim links all the
I've just
time.
been swinging them over here. Corwin, don't pick that up.
So
For a clown, this is for the last clown race.
This is the last race. We'll
play.
do the last clown and poster combo, exclamation point play. Let's see.
And after this, I have to start getting ready. I'm going to do a concert with my parents. So
Nice.
Oh, nice. What concert are you going to?
I'm actually not even totally sure.
Is it at that jazz club down the way?
No, it's at the Triple Door or something. I think maybe in Seattle. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you can always come hang out at my place.
And maybe I'll hit you up. But yeah, we'll definitely have to have you guys back on, especially like maybe for like the the next drop, or maybe after the drop, we can do some sort of like post-drop pack opening thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pack opening would be good.
For sure.
We'll figure something out.
We're definitely organizing like a rip. We want a rip session like you guys did, like where we can rip with everybody else. That was real dope.
It's super fun. I also just like watching people open packs. Like whenever
Right.
Mark and Max buy into stuff, I'm like, don't open those packs if you're not on Discord sharing your screen because I
Yeah,
want to share that RNG.
I know. We'll literally be like in a group chat and be like, "Let me eat dinner. I'm gonna eat really quick. I'll be right back on. I gotta see it because to see someone
Right.
pull like a mythic live is so rewarding, even if it's not even your own."
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was another one of our early sessions between me and Jared. We spent probably about 7 hours online together opening Graffiti Kings packs when they did the R2 drop, trying to get that damn golden ticket.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Here, let me post some of your socials here. So, whoops.
Sure.
So you guys are you guys pretty primarily active on like Discord and Twitter?
Discord and
Twitter, the
Twitter.
main. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So here's the Discord channel if you want to join their Discord. Let me see. And then I'll post that Twitter link as well.
Hey Lewis, I checked out some of your music the other day from your videos. Right on, bro.
Thank you.
Right, seriously, like right on. I didn't know what to expect, but like right on. Good work.
Thank you. My Yoshi drops got delayed, but that should be one of those songs should be dropping as a Yoshi drop at some point in the future.
Well, I've got silver, black, clear, 50-cent coins, miners. I got it all. So let them ride. And that's the biggest thing with John and I, and I'll let you guys close it out. But we are like avid collectors. Like we get sidetracked with new projects from our real work. So we have just as much fun doing this, like as part of the community. Then we don't want to portray ourselves as like two heads on top of a company. I mean, we're right there in the trenches, pulling packs, getting drops, refreshing the second market. We're doing it all. So trying to get some good deals, et cetera, et cetera.
That's how we found, or at least Max found WaxPunk, right? You were collecting. You're hunting for mint ones of Graffiti Kings, and Max also was. And
Yes.
You guys are competing back and forth. So like we found you through you guys being active collectors, and like I don't know. Before I made Neon Space, I was in every Discord collecting myself, and I noticed when people were active and they were like, "Oh, these people actually know what they're talking about, and they care about the space and stuff." So like, you guys were definitely like invited to be a part of our community because you are collectors and stuff. You're not just like in here to make money off the space or whatever. Like you're real collectors for sure.
I mean,
we learned
if
from
you
you
look
guys
at
too,
my
like, we ask questions about ether stuff and we're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing over there.
Yeah, I really don't. I'll throw the money around, but I'm grasping at straws sometimes.
Yeah, no, I get it. You can go look at my. I've got like 3 OpenSea accounts. You can go look at all 3 of them and be like, that guy doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He's just all over the place, bro.
It is interesting to me just because the style of projects is just so different. Like the approach to NFTs and artwork is very, very different over there than it is on Wax. And they kind of coexist in these different things. Like pack drops are big on Wax, but pack drops are not big on Ethereum.
Right.
And then those generative projects are huge on Ethereum and really don't have much of a presence on Wax. Only recently has that become more of a thing with like bro punks and the Waxel ninjas and stuff.
I mean, the minting pretty much is a pack drop. Like you get the RNG when you mint the thing.
I guess
probably
that's
has to
true.
do something with like the smart contracts and the fees. Like I bet every time you open a pack, that would be a gas fee. So like you wouldn't want to open packs.
That'd be awful.
Yeah.
Oh
like,
my God.
You pay a fee for buying the pack, and then you pay a second fee for opening the pack. So like the reason is more logistic. Same with like you don't see blends on Ether for the same reason, because if you're blending your NFTs, you're going to pay money for the blends. So you're like,
correct.
Yeah, like just the way you can collect things is different between
Yeah.
the chains because the logistics. But I don't think one is necessarily better than the other. They just have like
Although one collection that has been revived and is mooning right now, that was one of the very first Ethereum NFT projects, Curio cards, is probably the closest thing to what you see on Wax now. I think I want to say 30 cards in the set, done by different artists, a collective of different artists. And this was back before they had ERC 721 tokens, which are the standard for NFTs on Ethereum. So they were doing innovative things at the time, where you could do similar things to what you do on Wax now with those cards, in terms of, you know, just how the collection was dispersed. And now, like, the floor on those, I think, is around 1 Ethereum, and the first full set is being auctioned off at Christie's.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a wild world we live in, boys.
Wild
Yeah,
world.
season's
The Wild
getting
West. Yeah, it's the Wild West.
Oh man, yeah, it's the good and bad part. Honestly, anything goes, which leaves so much room for creativity, but it's also just so hard to keep up with. So
Yeah.
Well, that's what's cool about, you know, like, just like our relationship, because, you know, Neon Space and Coins or WaxPunk or whatever, like, we're all kind of octopusing together. So those tentacles just get bigger and bigger the more you add to your circle. So, you know, John will come to me, hey, did you see this? No, I didn't. Hey, did you see this? We get on Atomic Hub or whatever together, and we're like, click, click, click. Okay, cool, on to the next. So, you know, it's just about building the right circle of projects, community, friends, whatever, and then just, you know, going to battle together, and having somebody you can lean on and trust is very important within this DeFi world. So,
Well,
yeah,
thanks for joining us. I think that's a good place to wrap up.
Yeah,
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. for
thank you, Neon Space, Mark, Louis, appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you guys.
Later.
Thank